They're censoring.
That's crazy.
But that's a huge problem.
But the video shouldn't be taken down, right? Freedom of speech.
Yeah, so now, but it is being taken down.
Exactly.
That's a problem.
Of course, it's a problem.
Whenever someone censors, they're basically saying, "I'm smart enough to know this is bullshit, but I don't think you are."
There's team lockdown and there's team freedom. There's only two teams. Right now.
Facebook took down a protest that was in opposition to social distancing and all these measures, and Facebook decided that was harmful and spreading false information. So they took down the actual protest.
Ain't right, man.
So think about this. What we're dealing with, guys,
team lockdown
is true censorship. True censorship.
Chilling with Kev. So the purpose of this video is to show you that the big corporations control what you can and cannot see. As soon as you post something on Facebook, YouTube, or any of the major IT news social media platforms, they deem what they think is correct and remove it. They do not give you the chance to form your own opinion. This is what this video is all about.
A pair of local doctors held a news conference calling for shelter-in-place orders to be lifted across the state. 23 ABC's video of that press conference had garnered more than 5 million views on YouTube, but last night YouTube removed that video, stating it violated YouTube community guidelines. 23 ABC's Bayan Wang has been following this development and joins us live from Northwest Bakersfield now. Bayan?
Yeah, Jessica, when the doctor's news conference was removed from our YouTube page, man, all of our phones were ringing off of the hook. The public calling in, blowing up our phones, our emails, accusing us of violating freedom of speech laws. But we know that that is the furthest from the case that there is. YouTube confirmed with us that they removed our video from YouTube because they believe our video violated community guidelines. Now this incident catching national attention.
I say, do we need to still shelter in place? Our answer is emphatically. Do we need businesses to be shut down? Emphatically.
This is a portion of the 51-minute video in which Drs. Dan Erickson and Artin Masihi held a news conference last week making controversial statements about lifting shelter-in-place orders. The video received over 5 million views on YouTube, but that video was abruptly taken down by YouTube for content they say violated YouTube policy. YouTube sent us this statement saying, in part, the content explicitly disputes the efficacy of local health authorities' recommendations on social distancing that may lead others to act against that guidance. As a haven for expressions, is YouTube considered a public forum that should uphold freedom of speech?
There are those who would argue that while it's not the same as the old-time town square sort of setting, that in a digital age, in a social media age, that it in fact has taken the place of that and in fact should be construed as a public forum.
But according to a 2017 federal court case involving conservative nonprofit organization PragerU versus YouTube, YouTube contended that the First Amendment should not dictate how they moderate content on their platform. The court ruled in favor of YouTube, who removed PragerU videos that were made with a conservative perspective. And 23 ABC, we reached out to YouTube. We submitted an appeal wondering why our video was removed. Their decision to put our video back up is still pending. We also got a chance to speak to Dan Erickson, who told me that he knows he was pushing against the grain. He knows that these kind of things aren't unprecedented. He thinks that this is exactly what he was expecting. Now, if you want to watch that full press conference, you can head to our website, turnitin23.com. We posted the full press conference there. You could also head to our Facebook page and watch it on any of our streaming services, including Apple TV, Roku, and Android. But for now, we're live in Northwest Bakersfield. Bayan Wang, 23 ABC, connecting you.
Removing information that is problematic. You know, of course, anything that is medically unsubstantiated, so people saying like, take vitamin C, take turmeric, like those are all will cure you. Those are the examples of things that would be a violation of our policy. Anything that would go against World Health Organization recommendations would be a violation of our policy. And so remove is another really important part of our policy.
So you're not just putting the truth next to the lie, you're taking the lie down. That's a pretty aggressive approach.
Well, I mean, we do remove, across YouTube in non-pandemic times, information that is a violation of our policy. And we've had community guidelines since the very beginning of YouTube, and we've always, anything that is a violation of our policy, we do remove it. And what was really unique about this was just how fast-moving the COVID-19 crisis was. And so we've had to make numerous policy changes all within a really short period of time to be able to make sure that we stayed abreast of the changes. So, for example, just recently there was a theory that 5G was causing coronavirus symptoms. Now, no established health organization says that 5G is the source of the issue. And so that we quickly deemed that a violation of our policies with COVID-19 and remove that content.